Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Haydock Park here on Saturday. It is the 4th of September 2021. We're going to look at the stakes races on the program from Haydock, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kit 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Let's look at the stakes action races 2 and 5, the 145 and the featured 330. The 145, the second race, it's the Group 3 Superior Mile. It's a Group 3 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $109,500. Race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have 5 horses going 1,600 meters or a mile on your turf course. I'm going to take the number 3 horse Bell Rock as a top selection. We'll go 3-4-1 in your TriCash trifecta. 3-4-1 TriCash trifecta. Top selection of 3 horse Bell Rock. This 5-year-old given by Kingman. David Probert's on this one for Andrew Balding. The horse's most recent outing came 21st of August at York. A mile on the 8th, 1,800 meters in your Group 3 strength style stakes, and the horse finished 4th by 2 1/4 lengths. You know, he definitely improved off his previous 2 races. He kind of plodded along. He needed an extra turn of foot, but I didn't think it was a half-bad race. Coming here on good ground here today, cutting back in trip, sitting a little closer, I really think he could run a good race. 2 back, he ran crap, though, and Heritage Handicap at Ascot, 1 mile on the 16th of June. He finished 30th by 25 lengths and just had nothing there. Didn't handle Ascot, facing very tough horses in the handicap. Just over that race out there. And then prior to that, in the Group 3 Diomed Stakes at Epsom, mile 16th on the 5th of June, he finished 3rd by 1 1/4 lengths there. Oh, This Is Us, is having a renaissance. It won very easily that day. This horse, had a little bit of a wide poster. It was wide throughout, but, stayed the trip well. Wasn't going to win from a wide trip, but ran his heart out there. And then prior to that, on the 1st of May at Newmarket, firm ground, 1,800 meters, a mile and 8th in a Class 2 handicap, won by 2 1/4 lengths. Basically, had a great starting position and stayed the trip well. Before that, he found soft ground in the Balmoral handicap at Ascot last October, where he ran horribly. But when he sees fastish ground, not very fast, but goodish ground, he really runs these good races. I think he's on the up and up again today. At 7-1, let's take him. To recount my selection for the second, the 145 from Haydock, it is the Group 3 Superior Mile. Let's take the 3 horse Bell Rock. 3-4-1 in your TriCash trifecta. So we're going to head over to race number 5 now, the 330, which is the Group 1 Betfair Sprint Cup Stakes. It's a Group 1 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $377,000, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 11 horses going the 1,200-meter journey or 6 furlongs on the turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the 1 horse R Power. We'll go 175 in the TriCash trifecta. 175 TriCash trifecta. Top selection, 1 horse R Power. This 4-year-old colt by Dark Angel. Sylvester DeSouza is on this one for Tim Easterby. The horse's most recent outing came 30th of July at Goodwood. 5 furlongs yielding ground in the Group 2 King George Qatar Stakes, and the horse finished 8th by 9 lengths. On yielding ground, this horse just does not excel. The wheels were spinning. It never really got a good trip, and it just wasn't his day to win. Coming here, surprisingly not on heavy ground at Haydock, where it's always heavy, it seems, but on good ground here today, I think he can get a good trip, and I think he can really run a good race and show some redemption from the last race. I also do like the inside barrier poster with this one. 2 back ran Newmarket, 10th of July, 6 furlongs in the Group 1 July Cup, and he finished 4th by 1 1/2 lengths. He stayed the trip well. He got up the hill well from a wide poster. I didn't think it was a half-bad race. He wasn't going to win. He wasn't going to beat Starman, who freaked that day, but again, nothing bad about that race. And then prior to that, in the Group 1 and the Diamond Jubilee at Ascot, soft ground, 6 furlongs, June 19th. Again, he's not a soft ground horse, but he still finished 3rd by 1 3/4 lengths. And, he ran well for the first 5, and then the soft ground got to him in the final few stages of the race. But I've seen worse races from him. And then before that, in the Duke of York Clipper Logistics Stakes at York in May, he finished 6 by 5 1/4 lengths. Starman freaked that day. This horse off the bench wasn't showing up there. Ran the race last year on soft ground, where he finished 4th by 2 1/4 lengths there. And he never weakened out of it, but never quickened up either. Again, he plodded along decently. I think he's on the up and up with good ground here today. 7-1. Watch out for him. You can't throw out the 7 horse Creative Force either. He's a newcomer to the game for this to the stakes races. Since debuting in April, he basically, won his first 5 very, very easily, and then they took him to the July Cup, where he ran okay, just couldn't keep up with the Group 1 horses there, and then came back to a very nice place in the Lank Stakes, cutting back to 6 on good ground, run very well, 5-1, watch out for him, and you can't throw out Starman either. I thought he ran a good race in the Prix de Guise at Deauville a few weeks ago, and then he freaked before that in the July Cup, putting on a show. He's another horse on, when he sees some fast ground, he really does good, or, good ground, he does good. But 4 to 5, another very likely winner. Also like the stand side post draw. But to recap my selection for the 3:30, the 5th race from Haydock, it is the Group 1 Sprint Cup. Let's take the one horse Art Power. We'll go 175 in your tri-cash trifecta. So good luck to them. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.